introduce you to Claire Payne. Now, Claire is a mother, a wife, and a daughter. She's also a judge, a partner in an international law firm. She's the chair of a housing association. She's the owner of an executive coaching and training business. Claire runs delicious retreats with wolves, real-life wolves. Claire joined Lead the Change because she felt, even though she was doing all this, it was her turn to step up. And what Claire got from Lead the Change was an experience of showing up fully in her power. She was already a successful businesswoman, mother, all of that, but this was her chance to step up into her power. And as a result of that, she realized her dream of running retreats with wolves, and she is going to be here to tell you a bit more about her own story. So please give a huge, warm round of applause and welcome your finalist number 6, Claire Payne.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to do the traditional, hello, I'm Claire. God, I love that. So yes, as you can probably hear from my lovely introduction, thank you, Jen. I've got a very full life, and it's full, not busy, because it is absolutely full of joy and colour, and I absolutely love it. But, and there is a but, it wasn't always that way. So if I take you back with me to 2016, at that point, I was a partner in a national firm and I was heading up the litigation team across a number of offices. I had climbed the ladder incredibly quickly. I was about 20 years younger than anyone else in the partners' board meetings, and I stood out like a sore thumb, not only because of my age, but also because of my gender. And because of that, I'd also gone down the track of looking into leadership, which has always been a passion of mine on the side. But I ticked every box. I had got the career, I'd got the gorgeous husband, who I still do have. I just had a daughter, I had a country house, I'd even got the corner office and the Italian sports car parked outside in my space. Sounds pretty good, yeah? Thing was, I had an awful secret. I was absolutely miserable. I was overwhelmed, I was exhausted, and I was terrified that at some point some of the plates were going to stop spinning. And it came to one Friday night when I was sat there in my office working late, which was pretty usual for me, doing everything after I'd sorted everybody else out. And I just stopped. I couldn't do it anymore. And I thought, this cannot be it for the rest of my life. And I thought, what is wrong with me? I have ticked every single box. So what the hell is wrong with me? Why am I not happy? And when you come to that juncture in your life, you've got two choices. You either suck it up and put up with it, or you do something about it. So for the first time in my life, I quit. And I had no idea what I was going to do, but I'd got a notice period, and I figured something would work itself out. And it was around about that point that I started on my journey of finding a better way. And so I found myself sitting in the audience of a one-woman conference. Didn't know anybody here, slightly wondering what I got myself into, because at that point in time, I did not dance. In fact, I didn't laugh, I didn't cry, emotions were a little bit off the table, and who were all these crazy women and what the hell were they doing? And so Jo started talking about Superwoman. And as she went through that talk, I went, oh God, that's me. And then I went, oh my God, that is me. Because it was both liberating and absolutely terrifying to be seen like that. And then she started bringing out these women who were so inspiring in the way that they were showing up in the world. And I thought, well, I want some of that. But what I realized was I had to make another decision. So I made a really bold decision. I decided to lurk. Because I'm brilliant at lurking in the background and bigging other people up. And I've had the privilege of being a really good first follower to a lot of women in this community. But that's where this community starts working its magic for you. So people started stepping into their power around me. And I wish I could mention all of them, but here's just a few. Hannah Becco, who taught me how to do law a better way. Margaret Collins, who helped me get over imposter syndrome so that I could make my application to become a judge. Kate Wolfe, who helped me find my voice. Jen the Marinelle, who helped me reconnect with nature and open the door to my wolves, which I'll come on to in a second. Claire Watley helped me clarify my purpose and start to actually believe in life again. And Sarah Hurrell and Ros Dixon Burnett, who helped me work out how to play again and find some joy in life. So finally, I ran out of excuses and I stepped up onto my Lead the Change year. And it was one hell of a year. It really was, because I thought I'd gone a long way, but there was a lot further to go. And during that year, I came across the wonderful Karen Roswell, who helped me stop judging myself and start being curious instead. And she also stopped me being terrified of being an awful mother and be the kind of mum that I want to be. And when I was packing for the conference today, on Thursday, my daughter said to me, "Mum, when I'm older, can I change the world like you?" That's how much that changed that relationship. I had Annie, who helped me deal with a lot of trauma and taught me how to start feeling all of my emotions again, and they do get felt, all of them, and I learned to cry again a lot in some of those sessions. I had Susie, who taught me how to start loving myself and loving life again, and dancing, and I love dancing so much with her now. And I made friends for life in all sorts of different ways, but the biggest breakthrough was from Jo in one of the retreats when we were talking about how we compare ourselves to people. And I realized, you know what, I don't even compare myself to other people. I compare myself to an avatar I had created of a perfect version of me. And if I ever became anywhere near close to her, to this avatar I created, I just put her on a higher pedestal, because I was never, ever going to be good enough. And this little voice started whispering to me, with Jo and her amazing laser coaching, as she does, what if you are good enough, and what if there's nothing to fix? And that led to the start of this amazing journey where I stepped into my power to do something that I had wanted to share with the world but wasn't ready to. Because you see, I have another superpower, which is I can have conversations with wolves. And they have so much to teach us. We evolved alongside them for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. And if human evolution was a day, we only left them behind in the last 6 minutes. And we've created for ourselves a modern world which we are not designed to thrive in, because we are still working on the same hardware that we had, the same bodies we had back when we were working in partnership with the wolves. But they have kept part of the manual with all the bits that we ripped out of it. And they have so much wisdom to share with us. Things that they can teach us about natural resilience, stress management, deeper connections, positive impact, improving decision-making, problem-solving, how to get your team collaborating together. It goes on and on and on. And I wanted to share it with the world. And because I'd got the phenomenal support of this community, my dream that I shared very tentatively at a retreat became a reality. And last year, literally with Jen holding my hand, I ran my first retreat, and the results were absolutely phenomenal. And since then, it's gone from strength to strength, where I've helped so many individuals and so many organizations, and it's so much more than I could ever have done before, because I'd had success, I'd made change, I'd done things, but I hadn't stood in my own power. And that was the difference that really, really made. And the way that I've set it up as well is the money that's made from my retreats, the majority of that goes back into the wolf conservation work, but also they're hosted in a temperate rainforest, which is one of the rarest habitats on Earth. So that's where people stay when they come to visit me. So we really reconnect back with our roots again, and it goes into conserving that. So everything has been in line with my vision and my values, and it feels absolutely amazing. And my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. So I know there's been a lot of women have rushed to do Lead the Change. That's absolutely amazing. If you're still thinking about it, it's your last year, seriously, you will not regret it. But if you're sitting there thinking with a vision that needs a slightly different approach, what I'd say to you is please, 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 for my sake, for my daughter's sake, and for everybody else's sake, step up. Don't lurk and hide your light, because honestly, the world needs each and every one of you to share your vision. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Claire. Isn't she amazing? Actually runs with real life wolves. Watching your journey and being part of your journey, Claire, has been incredible. And I love how you speak to the power of support and community, and it takes everyone in this beautiful web of connection and support, right? And I know you offer that back in bucket loads as well. So your chance to ask for support, if you could ask for one thing from this beautiful supportive community, what would that be?
So you've met me, it's not going to be one thing. It's going to be three, but I'll be quick. So hopefully all of you will have seen on your seats a flyer that looks a bit like this with some lovely wolves on the front. So my first ask is, it's an invitation. I want to get the wisdom that the wolves have got out there as far-reaching as I can, but I'm only one person. So on Wednesday, I am going to be running a free lunchtime masterclass on one piece of the jigsaw, which it's so simple, but it has absolutely fundamental impact on everybody that learns it. If you can't come along in person, please do sign up. You'll get the recording. And then if you like it and you find it useful, let me know, share it with other people, and get this wisdom out there for me. My second ask is, if anybody's got podcasts or wants something a bit different for their organisation, please, please, please come and speak to me. You get hold of me through the website, or I'm fairly active in the B1 Global Facebook group. So please do give me a shout there. And then the last thing that I wanted to do is, one of my biggest values, as you probably guessed, is gratitude, and gratitude to all the people that have helped me. But there are three women in this room today in particular who I just want you to help me say thank you to. Because 10 years ago, they stepped into their power and they birthed the vision that is this community. So Jo and Annie and Susie, thank you very much. So stand up and give them the round of applause that I think they are due. Putting this together for you.